Christi Noem, as of now, appears to be the frontrunner to become Trump's next vice president. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back again with a new video, and today, it is time that we talk about the 2024 presidential election. Because everyone, it appears, we may have our official ticket next year. As many of you know, Governor Christi Noem of the great state of South Dakota is about to endorse Donald Trump during a campaign rally. And many people and many reports have been saying that Christi Noem, as of now, has been a potential VP pick for Trump. And it seems like this could be the first step towards Noem becoming the VP nominee for Trump. Now, before we continue with today's video, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Guys, just for $1 a month, you can join Real American. This is the best way to support the daily content that we all know and love. So I hope and recommend you join the channel today. Alright, everybody. So, let me be clear. I am not necessarily a big fan of Noem. I think she has some serious concerns. With that being said, however, it does seem like that Noem at least is on the short list. That's what most people are saying. And it's kind of suspicious that now Noem is about to endorse Trump when all these reports have been floating around for a potential VP pick. So yeah, Trump's going to be in South Dakota and will be endorsed by Christi Noem later today, I believe. I believe it is today, or known as Friday. So that's what it seems like is going to happen, that she will endorse Donald Trump during a campaign event. And it's just very suspicious that, these reports have been coming out that, hey, suddenly she's front and center in the VP stakes. So let's look at it. Not long ago, it looked like Christi Noem's star was flaming out. Yeah, so as many of you probably remember, there was that whole stink with transgenders and, women's sports and stuff, and she vetoed it. And Tucker Carlson kind of embarrassed her with it, and it was a complete and total mess. And many people thought, well, there goes that. She exposed herself as kind of a fraud. I mean, you're in South Dakota and you're vetoing the bill because why? And apparently it was because the NCAA was threatening to leave the state or something like that. But it's like, let them. Why bend the knee to the NCAA, which, mind you, is probably collapsing as we speak? It just doesn't seem like the smartest move to make in such a red state. Following a turbulent first term, the South Dakota governor elected not to run for president, and the media turned its focus elsewhere because, well, she was probably never going to run for president. I never understood this theory that, she was probably going to run. I don't know. But if the 2024 primary is in part a tryout to be former President Trump's next running mate, Noem's national standing appears to have been rekindled. She's suddenly front and center in the VP stakes. Noem is running a $5 million national ad blitz, a taxpayer-funded effort backed by COVID aid designed to lure more workers to South Dakota, but with the benefit of increasing her profile. And this is why many people are starting to think she's probably going to be the VP. Because what she's doing is she's spending a lot of money on, say, like Fox News. Hey, $5 million ad blitz here. Well, you're not just seeing the ad in, South Dakota, North Dakota, Minnesota. I've seen plenty of ads here in Wisconsin. People have seen it in Florida. So, It appears that she's trying to raise her national profile because some people know her, but there's still a lot of people that really don't. So she's actually playing this very smart. Trying to help the state of South Dakota by encouraging, more blue-collar jobs, which I actually like the ad because that's what the focus of it is. Hey, come to South Dakota, get a blue-collar job, But also, she's trying to raise her profile. She's doing regular hits on Fox News. And perhaps most important, she's avoiding any of the pitfalls of a presidential run of her own. No hardball questions about January 6th or Trump's indictments, and no pressure to perform on the debate. Again, I doubt that she was ever going to run, but these are all good points. Because, let's be real, with the presidential campaign, anything can happen. You have one slip up and your political career is dead. Think Rick Perry in 2012 when he forgot what departments he wanted to gut. That's what we're talking about. Even such a tiny mistake could completely destroy your career. And it's always just a big question mark, should you even run? And I think Noem was smart to avoid running. Instead, at a sold-out GOP fundraiser in Rapid City, South Dakota on Friday, the governor will stand beside Trump as she introduces him in her home state. A person familiar with the plans told Politico on Thursday night that she would use the occasion to endorse the former president. She's played her cards right, said Dave Carney, a veteran Republican strategist based in New Hampshire. She's articulate, she has a lot of energy, and she might make an attractive ticket for the president. I do wonder, though, how much appeal she would have. Yeah, she's from the Great Plains and, kind of the Midwest, but it's like, would that really appeal to, say, Pennsylvania or Michigan? I think it could help in, say, Wisconsin because, South Dakota is fairly rural. In Wisconsin, while not as much, they got, of course, the cities of Milwaukee. People seem to forget that Wisconsin is still fairly rural. It's like, I think it's 70% of the vote comes from the rural parts of the state. So I think she could make an interesting choice for that part. Noem is all but hanging her running mate shingle on her door. Asked last month about a possible spot on a Trump ticket, she told Fox News, "Of course, I would consider it." Her taxpayer-funded ads aren't just airing in D.C. markets. They've landed her on TV screens in GOP voters' homes last month during the first primary debate in Milwaukee. Even not just that, but I've been seeing it for 4 or 5 months now. Back in, I think it was May was the first time I saw one. So she's been doing this for a couple months now, putting a lot of money into, Fox News, which, despite their viewership tanking and NBC being number one, I believe, well, Fox News still has some GOP voters that listen to them regularly. And I think she has been doing it on other networks. I think it's a smart move. Because say what you will about Noem, I still have some problems with her. She is handling this situation very smart. Just don't run against Trump, but just say, hey, I have a good national profile. I'm an effective governor, supposedly, and I wanted a landslide. And I come from a state that may help you appeal in, say, Wisconsin. There are a lot of silver linings in Noem, potentially. Even though I have some problems with her, there technically are. Noem had a warm relationship with the former president, not to mention a direct line to him. Corey Lewandowski, Trump's first campaign manager, who has an on-again, off-again role in advising Noem, will be on the plane to Rapid City with Trump on Friday at the former president's request, he told Politico. Noem fired Lewandowski from a consulting role after accusations he made unwanted sexual advances toward a woman at a charity event in 2021. And, of course, he cut a deal with the Las Vegas prosecutors. At the time, a Noem spokesperson said Lewandowski would not be advising the governor in regard to the campaign or official office, but he was spotted with Noem at a Republican Governors Association confab in Nashville last year. A Trump spokesperson didn't immediately respond to Politico inquiry Lewandowski traveling with Trump on Friday. A Noem spokesperson declined to comment on her political advisors. So yeah, when you get somebody like Lewandowski, who was a big part of Trump's campaign in 2016 and still is, if you got him involved, who was close to Noem for a little while, it does raise a question of like, okay, what's going on here? Why is Trump bringing him along to South Dakota? But it's certainly one of those things where it just seems like Noem is going to probably be the VP. You know, the more you look at it, because I think DeSantis killed his chances for running and being a dumbass, but it's like, you start looking at it, it's like, who else would be the VP? Ramaswamy? Don't know about that one. I've heard Henry McMaster in South Carolina. I think he may be a bit too old for VP. I think he's like 77. And I think Trump may want somebody that's, you know, a little bit younger, obviously. But there are some serious question marks happening of who will the VP be. But I do think Noem, as of now, is looking to be the next VP. That's just based on everything we're seeing, based on what she's doing, and based on the fact that Trump is, you know, going to South Dakota and doing some campaign events. Like, South Dakota, what are you doing there? That tells you that there's probably a bit more happening behind the scenes than we think. But again, Noem I have some problems with. I don't think she would be a bad VP candidate. I don't know how much she adds to the ticket, though. Again, a state like Wisconsin she may help with for being from a very rural state. It's the only thing I could think of, like, maybe she has appeal like that. But who knows? This is definitely a very unique choice for Trump. And it will be a big question mark about, will she in fact be the VP, and well, what does she add to the ticket? Anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Thank you so much. Godspeed to all of you.